You recently tweeted about how you've been helping patients battling COVID. You're in the medical.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Now they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday and then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the New Orleans Pelicans and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Antetokounmpo is out there with Holmes. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Johnson, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. And for the Suns, Lou Williams out there with Simmons. Then there's Toppin. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. That one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got the first points on the scoreboard for Memphis. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Marjanovic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
4 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That's good from Simmons. And Simmons drops them both. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, 2 teams that were very similar in the standings.
Now, here's Brogdon. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New York.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really, he has mastered that part of the game.
Now here's Williams after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. And it's Harris off the drive. And the rejection by Giannis. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Brogdon against Simmons. Now, here's Brogdon. Defense right on him. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Wow, plenty of ways for Malcolm Brogdon to do damage on the offensive end. Painted area, no problem.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Brogdon following the score by Lou Williams. Good on the shot.
Well, you know that Malcolm Brogdon has a high level of confidence in his ability to make perimeter jump shots. Doesn't hesitate if the shot is there.
Now, here's Toppin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And the basket by Harris.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Memphis. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now here's Simmons. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Pass to Harris. Over Johnson. That's good from Harris on the assist from Simmons. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Rashawn Holmes out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brogdon in at point guard.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon has such a polished offensive game. Mid-range jumper, yes, he'll take it.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Timeout.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Now, here's Marjanovic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he converts the layup.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Brogdon right side. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Brogdon's got 8 points.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
Now here's Williams. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Williams looking around. For Memphis, they've gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Marjanovic against Hardaway. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, 2 things there, guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., the power, the concentration, refuses to be stopped when he wants to score.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hardaway kicks to Giannis. The pass to Brogdon. Off target at the rim.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harris against Johnson. Harris outside. Just 3 on the clock. Doesn't go that time.
Great rim protection.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Grizzlies lead by 9.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13. And that should...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got Tobias Harris. Simmons is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Toppin. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Inside, and Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And it's Memphis on the break. Passes to Holmes. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Memphis shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now here's Simmons. On the wing, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down low. And the dunk by Giannis.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Johnson. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Harris. 14 points for him. Marjanovic passes to Harris. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Phoenix calls timeout. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Antetokounmpo running. Buries the long-range jumper. Brogdon's got 13.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Harris. Can they get it? And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. 1:12 left to play in the third.
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce back in this game. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Williams. Lets a floater go. Good. He has 6.
Well, the floater game has always been good for Sweet Lou. That shot is unblockable.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Marjanovic. The Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Over Toppin. No good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies riding high with a 23-point lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Rashawn Holmes, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Brogdon. Then it's Johnson, and it's Giannis in at the 4 slot. No good from Simmons.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Antetokounmpo passes to Hardaway. Brogdon outside. Johnson wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight. Simmons against Brogdon. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Hardaway. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Simmons against Brogdon. Pass to Giannis. Hardaway with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Simmons passes to Harris. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. And the shot goes down.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Brogdon the pass to Holmes. Here's Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Free throw good. Giannis. Right now we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport, know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Memphis.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. T. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. Got a piece of it. Here's Melton. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's